All right, what's going on, people? Well, let's go ahead and switch to this view. Hey now. All right. So got a pretty cool setup here. I'm gonna probably do a video on this relatively soon. I don't know. But what we have here is my laptop sitting on my Donner digital piano that I took a piece out of to be able to use another piece as a stand. So there's about a 10-inch deep area that I could set up my laptop, which I'm talking to you guys on, and my and other things. So again, yeah, I'm just exploring this. But what's cool about this setup is right now I have uh, Ableton Move that I'm going to continue exploring using it as a controller for Ableton and just feeling that out a little bit, quite frankly. Still kind of, yeah, filling that out. But I want to use the controller to control different things, including what I was using earlier today, which was Omnisphere. So I'm going to actually turn my other computer off really quick. 1 second. Seems to keep. Yeah, let's turn this off. Okay. But yeah, so what I might do, and actually, let me close the door behind me here, I think. So yeah, the setup is kind of dope, I think. What I could see myself doing in the near future is instead of using my laptop for this setup, I could potentially see myself connecting a second monitor to my Mac Studio and having that here so I could still see. Maybe having a mouse, definitely having a mouse at that point to navigate. Um, but the only thing about that is like at that point it now requires more things. So with this, all I need is my laptop to do all of what I'm doing here. With the other setup, I would need a monitor, which I have, but to connect it, I would need a keyboard, typing keyboard to navigate, face with the computer. I would need a mouse. So that's three things instead of one, and a camera. So four things instead of one. So I'll figure that out. But for now, let me just get this screen share going here and let's check out. I was checking out Omnisphere and I was checking out keyboard sounds in Omnisphere like this on my 88 key. And I think that's pretty cool to be able to do that. And then, of course, we have Ableton over here. Ableton Move to, again, explore maybe session view. I'm just thinking out loud again, but leave it in session view and hit play and turn on metronome. And again, we're going to want metronome, the default set metronome to be like a lot lower volume, which I suppose we could even just do now, but I don't I feel like doing that, so I'll do it after. But yeah, there you go. So let me just explore some things here. So for example, if I wanted to just create a bar, let me just look at this, how this works. So that creates, let me minimize this plugin. Right now I'm kind of in the mode of familiarizing myself a little bit more with Move. So let me see. So this is how you change different, tracks. Okay. But I thought that you can, let me see if I had, so I just hit a button that duplicates that makes it twice as long. And then I think if I hit from here, so that's how you launch it. But if I want to hit I have to hit record to start recording something. So let's find a better sound, like some different sounds on here. And we're going to shuffle. Yo, hang on. What's going on, Corey? Hang on, bro. What's happening, man? Mute, pause. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. You got jumps for this yet? So, do you mean for what I'm working on? Cause yeah, just experimenting, man. Yeah. Let me keep the chat up. So I guess technically I kind of have drums on the first part. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we gotta get it going, bro. You are not wrong at all. So let's add some drums to this part right this instant. So yeah, let's head over here. So I'm using you I don't know if you joined, if you were here when I mentioned at the beginning, but I'm using a new setup here with my 88 key digital piano and my MacBook that I am doing everything from, right? The live stream and everything else. And it's like positioned in a really nice way right above the piano because I was able to like figure a way to do some finagling, for lack of a better word, to be able to have like a little table right behind this digital piano. So it's really, really nice to not have to like look around and just have everything I need like right at my fingertips. So I have the computer here, and then I have my Ableton Move that I am evaluating and experimenting with as like a controller with Ableton. And so yeah, I was just doing some piano practice upstairs, and then I was like, let me come down here and lean into this, piano practice a little bit more work related. And so I was like, let me lean into some creativity right now. Yeah, bro, you know it, man. You know it, man. Trying to figure it out. All right, so let's keep working on something. Screen share. Here. Let me lean into what you're talking about here because I'm not so good with like the mixing and mastering and effects and stuff. So, but I want to learn that stuff. So I know what a low pass filter is. So let's actually go ahead and try that. So let's come back over here, and I think that would be like, well, yeah. I mean, you let me know if I'm thinking about this the right way. But we could go into filter, into audio effects, or is it an EQ? Like an equalizer. Let's explore this. So I think if I bring this over here, I could actually use, let's see if it works, but I think I can use the knobs on, yep, for sure. I'm not the best with Ableton, but sound design. Oh yeah, that is your main thing, bro. So low pass filter means, you can do it with EQ. So low pass filter means basically bring in some, let most of the low frequencies come in. Turn on 8. Ah. All right. Yeah, let's do it, man. So let's actually see something here. There's 1. So that changes location. Okay. So then my first thing, okay, these change. I wonder if I would be able to like get yeah, let me see how this works on Move, right? So like to be able to get access to other parameters on here. Is it shift? You may not, oh, hang on. So that changes, okay, that just changes this. I don't know if Move will let you, I feel like it should, but I don't think it will let you. And then you say that's it, 8, and bring it down to the left. Ah. So my first question with this is, what would be the main reason on bringing 8 in as opposed to, I guess if you didn't say anything, I would have assumed that low pass kind of just means doing this, like bringing these down or something. I don't know. For example. So I guess the 8 channel just, this is like so in depth, but I guess it just gives you up to 8 different, like more granularity, up to 8 different like spots to fine tune it super deep. So for me, this is my, I'm going to delete this for a sec. This is my way that like when I'm like, oh, I want the drums to sound different. I mean, what is my way actually? Like I use a plugin, and this is, I guess, a cheat, if you will, but I don't know. Like rather than doing it yourself, I use sometimes Knock. Oh, where is it? Plugins at Knock, right? Sometimes I would just bring this in here, and then just be like, here. And I would just find something that to me sounds, but you know what I need to do actually is I need to save this and go to a new project, and because I don't, this is just how I work, for better or for worse. Maybe other people are like this, but I just like, yo, am I feeling it or am I not feeling it? Because if I'm not, then it's time to It's time to go to a fresh project. Naturally, I could just go to a new section of this song, but nope. That's not how I do. That's not how I do right there. So let's see this naming and saving convention. New and home and by name, right? We'll just call this not even home. We'll call it like studio. This is like the first one. What in the world? Hang on. What is, why am I not able to type? That's weird. I don't understand. That's very strange to me right there. Let's try this again. Save. And we were in new. And that was weird. I don't know what that was all about. But I might want to even come here for a second, continue working on this song, and maybe add some stuff to it, because now I have my digital piano in front of me, huh? Volume down a little bit. So now being able to control, let me see something here. Yeah, being able to control sections of the song with Ableton Move is kind of dope. Knock was doing more dynamic saturation. Gotcha. So those are different things. See, and I'm just like, oh, what is it? What sound does it? Like the different sound that I hear? But you're saying I need to understand that stuff better, right? Dynamic saturation, but not as much EQ. And EQ, that has, from my understanding, that has like so much to do with like the final mix and having certain sounds live in certain sections of this sphere or something, right? So that things don't clash. Like I understand that to be something to do with it, but how to do that? I mean, I have an engineering background. I shouldn't say I don't know how to do it, but I just haven't really leaned into it, you know. But always good to learn new things for sure. EQ can be used on anything, and you can balance the different frequencies. Yeah. Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for joining, man. Good to hear from you, and yeah, we'll catch up. We'll catch up soon, bro. Appreciate the insights, as always. So interesting. All right, so let me go into well, there were two main areas that I wanted to check out today, but one of them certainly was this, right? And just play around in this Yamaha Montage playground, for lack of a better word. Volume, how are we looking on volume here? Levels. So there was a couple things that I was actually, oh yeah, I wasn't able to do that though. I was trying to figure this out. Like to just have this control one of these knobs, but these knobs on Ableton's, but I didn't understand how this works. This is what I was trying to figure out earlier was like, if I have this expanded soft synth plugin and I want to create a group and go like that, and what was it again? This thing, and configure it, and then come over here and be like, we're in configure mode. But I just don't get why that thing says off. I don't understand that off thing, because that's showing that we're oh, hang on. Could I just erase this and put on? I don't know. And then we make this edit to macro 1 like that. See, it doesn't work though. I'm so confused. This program is controlled by macro. I need like an Ableton expert to explain this to me because I don't get it. I don't get that at all, but that's okay. We'll get there. Maybe we'll get there. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-mm. All right. Yep, it's time for bed. All right, well, thank you, people, for joining. I wanted to just check this out again and check out a couple things on here. Glad I did. Hope everyone's having a good day, all that good stuff. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one of these, perhaps. Peace.